Peace, beloved. You know, when you start to awaken, you're going to get a lot of opposition. You're usually going to get the first stage of it is with yourself. It's like when you awaken, you're going to have conflicts with your daily people you interact with, because at first you was a part of the same system they was a part of, where we was all part of this one mind, one social way of seeing things. Everybody agree on everything because of how we all was taught. We was raised in school, and so we really didn't have a mind of our own. It's like a bunch of operational systems, and we get to pick and choose which category we want, and those is our personality. Those is fed to us through the TV, you know what I'm saying? We assume the characteristics of the characters that they portray in them scripts that they write. You know, first came the word, and the word became flesh. That's you. So they give you the word through the scripts, and then they role play it out, and we follow those role play and do those things. And so our characteristics is just random choices. Our random choices is like, you know, just basic social conversation. So if I particularly say one statement, you have to come back with a certain statement, regardless of how you feel. It's just the right thing to say, because that's how conversation is. So your basic conversation is just random choices of options of sayings, and you just apply them to that person or that energy at that time or moment. So when you start to awaken, you individualize yourself, and you become now separated from those thought expressions that's left here by our oppressor. And so in doing this now, you start thinking for yourself. You know, even if you're in church or religious or whatever, all of a sudden you start questioning these things. And I'm not saying you're going to leave the church or leave God or anything of that nature. You just want truth. You know, there's something wrong. Let me give you an example. You know, when I first started understanding this, it was when, you know, I was young, very young, as a matter of fact, and I see pastors that was supposed to be the preacher at the church, but yet they was fornicating with my family members and stuff, sleeping over, and they had wives. But I was very young, maybe 5, 6, before I'm doing the knowledge of this and seeing what's going on. So I never could have believed, and not say just the church, but I just couldn't believe in any doctrine that now I'm questioning it. Is it true? Could this be real? Because if you live in this doctrine, why would you do certain things that contradict what the doctrine say? I mean, I'm not here to judge right or wrong, but I'm just saying I see that it's contradictory now. That's all. So that made me first want to investigate what was this contradiction about. And so this was what led me to want to know who God is. What's this God thing? What's this religion thing? What's this Christianity thing? So you hear that a lot in my conversations, in my talks that I leave here, because it's not because I'm religious. It's because, you see, it's the basic foundation for everything. If everything on this earth was destroyed and the Bible was found, or a religious scroll or document, this will open the doors back to his original knowledge. It's like it's in it, it's codes, it's all symbols. All these symbols connect to your subconscious to bring back a memory, an old memory of being in Atlantis when we was one with the gods. And this is why you have these people leave these type of books like the Georgia Stones and all this stuff. So with that in mind now, your awakening is like a trigger. And so it's going to trigger all of Adultobroth peoples to oppose you. Those that is still in the Matrix. This is definitely the movie, what's that movie? Damn, my nails. What's that shit with Arnold Schwarzenegger? What's Total Recall, was it, or Eraser? Both of them the same shit, right? And then another dude made another one. But yeah, it's that Total Recall shit that once you awaken, everybody's against you. Niggas start pulling guns on you and ready to snatch you back in the church and tell you, yo, this is what it is. Your family start attacking you now and opposing you. Most of the time, we seem to like fall into a category of some type of mental issue, mental problem. And so they send them to psychiatrists and to get evaluated. Upon telling the psychiatrist everything you're seeing and experiencing, They say they have a mental problem. And now with this mental problem, you have to take some type of Ritalin or some type of medication now that's going to compromise your ascension. So now your ascension cannot go through because you have fear and you're talking too much and telling people your business, because it's a difference. You know, when I faced it, it's very important for you to understand what was it like. You see, when it was like, it's like stages. You have stages you have to go, so you have to face it. Hold on.